What's going on, guys? JFC here. We are back, and there's some interesting things to kind of talk about with the market right now because of some SBCs that EA have dropped recently. We also have a couple of leaks that have not come out yet, and we'll talk about everything really that needs to be talked about regarding FIFA Ultimate Team in this video today, because that's just what we do on the channel every single day. If you're new around here, click subscribe, and we do have the 1 of 3 88 plus mid World Cup or Prime icon for this video at the end of it, if you want to stick around for that. But first, let's talk about content that came out for the last couple days, because there's some interesting, very interesting things to look at here. If you guys don't want to deal with trading at all, you guys can go to the link in my description, go to u7buy.com. They're a fast and very reliable coin service. The 5% tax is also covered. You can use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring the video. Now let's get back to it. Firstly, I did not make a video yesterday, so Nkunku we did not talk about yet. And Christopher Nkunku, unfortunately, is just not quite as good as his Path to Glory card, which I'm not surprised by. I was kind of hoping it would be as good as his Path to Glory or a little bit better, but it's not quite as good. And 5-star with these stats is still a very good card. It's very expensive, right? I believe it's like 1.5-ish million. I'll take a look at that here in a second, FUT bin. But it's kind of the similar thing with Conte, where you have a very expensive SBC, but at the same time, it's going to be very good for you. So I don't hate completing him because of the fact that it's kind of a known thing he's going to be very good for you. But obviously, I think I'd still craft maybe a Cruyff over him. I'd even maybe craft Conte over Nkunku. It's tough to say. I can't blame you if you want to craft him. He's going to be very good. I loved his Path to Glory card. I still do love it, but it is quite expensive. It is not quite as good as his Path to Glory card, so keep those two things in mind if you're thinking about doing him. We got Icon Gennaro Gattuso, and honestly, Gattuso looks pretty decent. And the reason being, you might say, okay, 5-star skills is kind of like, what's the point? 3-star weak foot is not great, but what I definitely look for in this card, 96 base interceptions is honestly insane with 97 base aggression. If you can put a Catalyst or a Shadow, if you still want to, on this card, definitely up something to up the pace +3. I think he'll be really good. I think the base interceptions being that high is crazy with the icon effect. I actually think kind of like doing Gattuso is not a terrible idea. 88, 86, and 82 is not much for a card that's going to link to obviously everybody in your team. Or I shouldn't say link to everybody. I should say just link in your team no matter who else is in your team, right? It's a pretty good card, and honestly, I don't hate it. If you got like, you know, some spare fodder you want to complete and see if you like Gattuso, do his loan card, see if you like him a lot. I think it's not a bad shout. I really don't think it is a bad shout. This is the thing I really want to talk about though, and that's the draft token upgrade. This is repeatable once a day for 20 days. 20 days of draft tokens is insane. 82 rated squad, I think, are the requirements on this if I remember right. No team of the week, right? No team of the week there. It's just 82 rated, which is very good value. This is the SBC that EA have released every time they are afraid of a market crash, basically. This SBC has been released 2 other times this year. This is the 3rd time. The 2 other times, one before Team of the Year and one about a week after Team of the Year, where we see that other market crash. Those 2 times of the year are where we see big crashes. Before Team of the Year, we have the like pre-Team of the Year hype. The pre-Team of the Year crash happens every single year. And then after Team of the Year, we have about a week or so of like a crazy rise and then a fall off. That's when EA released the other draft token upgrade. You might say, okay, what does that really have to do with this? The reason that those 2 are related is because this is going to get you basically a bunch of free packs that are tradable a bunch of times, literally 20 times if you have enough 82 rated players to do this SBC. If you're the kind of player who can make it to like the 2nd round, 3rd round in most of your drafts, and if you're a step up from that and say you can make it to the final in almost every draft and win most of them, I mean, you're going to be making so many coins off of your tradable rewards here for putting in like untradeable 82s that it's really crazy. And that's what EA are trying to do here. They're trying to pump up the coin injection. They know a crash is coming soon. So we're going to talk about more here in just a second when we go to FUT bin. So let's go to objectives first. We got the FUT Birthday Cup, which is something that's fun. The FUT Birthday Player Pack you get at the end of it. I do like the fact that it refreshes every single day 5 times. So you can play a bunch of games. You got to win 8 to get the max reward, basically. Sorry, you have to win 10 to get the max reward, and then play 8 to get the swap token. So very easy to do. Most people will be able to get all the rewards, which is great. If they're going to do match limits, which match limits, no matter what, I think are always bad. But if they're going to do them, at least make it so that it's like not a stress and not like a super uber competitive type thing happening there, like the first owner Fiesta has been every single time they've released the first owner Fiesta. It's just hell. It's just an absolute hellhole. Okay, we're gonna get into the leaks now, and actually we're gonna start with an EA Sports FC 24 leak, and that is Dimitar Berbatov Berbatov is going to be a hero, which is pretty cool. FUT Zone said we're going to have like a load of new icons and heroes next year. Looks like Berbatov is going to be one of them. Should be a lot of fun there. Matteo Guendouzi is leaked as a FUT Birthday player, so this is probably going to be the one of the mini release players today is probably going to be Matteo Guendouzi. Guendouzi in FIFA is always pretty good. I don't know if it's like hair theory or what, that hair is just bouncing all over the place. He's like baby Rude Hullet, basically. He's coming as a FUT Birthday. I think he's coming today. It doesn't say SBC on there. We do have a confirmed SBC though, and that's Quarantine Tolisso or Corentin Tolisso. Apologies for my butchering of the pronunciations, but should be a fun card. And I think that we have a lot of midfielders in the game, but at the same time, not a lot I feel like that are Ligue 1 and not PSG, because obviously the PSG tax like inflates, like Marco Verratti and that Fabian card so high that this one might be a little more affordable. We can only hope. But Tolisso's added to come there, and then we have Nico Gonzalez, another Spanish center mid, as an SBC during FUT Birthday. Hope these are not, you know, the stats. Hope they give him a little bit more of a juiced out card. Why not give somebody like Nico Gonzalez, who never gets special cards in FIFA, right? Like a really fun, juiced out SBC card, because why not? I don't know. It just seems to make sense to me. And right now, looking at the market, it's kind of starting to panic, maybe a little bit. You wouldn't say it's a Sunday sell-off. Looks like it's a little bit more than that, and it's also not quite Sunday yet when I'm recording this video. But usually the market is not dipping this much. Like a Golden Mbappe, he's down 40, 50K right now. Team of the Year Holland is down like 1 million coins. He was like 5 million for a long time, 4.5, 5 million for a long time. Ginola is just above 1 million coins, 150K down right now. We're starting to see some selling happening, and this is what EA were kind of ready for. They knew this was going to happen. If you're familiar with the channel, you watch my videos, we've been talking for a while now, and I'm not a huge fan of being into stuff right now. Too many good SBCs are coming out, too many good cards are hitting the market, that selling is just bound to happen, and that's what's happening right now. And I still think that we're going to see this happen. I think this Ginola card, you know, it's going to keep dropping. I think this Mbappe card will probably keep dropping over the course of today. I think we should still see this kind of selling happening for at least the next couple days here, and then I think we'll start to see the market maybe rise a little bit more as time goes on with the new draft token upgrades kind of allowing us to do a bunch of drafts. And over the next week, you know, that's a lot of coin injection hitting the market at a pretty crucial time that we're expecting to see a lot of selling happening. So to me, it's absolutely no coincidence EA are doing this. It's them knowing, honestly, and kind of embracing for a market crash. And that's kind of what I think we're starting to see possibly here. By the way, Bruno here literally looks like a giraffe. I don't know what that image is, but I'm not surprised at all to see selling. I'm not surprised at all. And I think it's going to continue for the next couple days at least. So I think we'll look tomorrow at this time at starting to maybe think about buying some stuff. But as of right now, we're seeing a lot of selling, and I think that it might continue for at least another couple days. So looking at fodder now, high-rated fodder actually was kind of a decent play. It's honestly going up higher than where we bought it from. I know that I was talking about 91s being bought at like 77, 78K as being like, I know it's risky, but they probably will rise up a little bit more, and they are. They're actually going up a little bit more now. They're 82,000. I think you can hold on for a little bit longer here. Same with 90s are going up just a little bit as time goes on here. But so the rest of the fodder market is just dropping, and I think it's going to continue. With the draft tokens being a thing, nothing is needed too much right now for SBCs in terms of lower rated stuff. I think it's a matter of time, by the way, till we get something that is required for lower rated stuff. So I don't hate club stocking 83s, even at like 900, 950 coins. I think it's a matter of time till the 83s are 1.5 to 2,000 coins. I think it's just a matter of time. We've seen it happen, and 83s fluctuate over the course of the last 3 months, basically, of being 1,000 coins to 2,000 coins. To me, it's just a matter of time till it happens again. I think you can club stock 82s. I think you can club stock 84s. I mean, they're so low right now that I think you can. I think 82s, 83s, 84s, you can club stock now. I wouldn't be shocked if we get an SBC today that kind of requires some lower end stuff because there's nothing too needed for that. EA, obviously, with FUT Birthday being a thing, want lower rated fodder to be worth something. They always do. They have for a long time now. So I think it's going to be probably a matter of time till it goes up. And if you want to buy FUT Birthday Team 2 players, I'm good with still waiting as pretty much as long as you can. They're continuing to drop as time goes on. Really, Bruno Guimaraes was like a million coins for this entire time he's been out so far. He's just going down slowly right now. I'm good waiting all the way till marquee matchups. Pretty much, unless I see something crazy that changes my mind here, I'm good waiting. And I think that you guys should probably just hold off a little bit too as time kind of goes on here. I'm ready for the icon pack, or icon pick, I should say. I'm going to nation reveal it. I apologize if you don't like that, but I have a lot of fun doing it. I know most of you guys like that too. So let's get Brazil. Let's get Netherlands. France, I wouldn't mind too much. Here we go, baby. Just one for false hope, right? Just can I get some false hope around here, and we get Brazil. Let's go. Okay, so Argentina and Ireland, we already know those are bad, right? We already know know, we can just chalk those off immediately. Let's just reveal the Argentinian first. We get Varane. Okay, prime Varane. And the Ireland player, obviously, Prime Keane. Okay, let's do the old stat reveal here. What do we got? So 84 physical. Is this Socrates already? I feel like he's got pretty high physical, right? Low defending. Okay, probably an attacker. That's a good sign. 90 dribbling. It's a Socrates. All right, tell about the balance. I can already tell. Yep. Prime Socrates. Oh my god. Honestly, I do love Socrates in this game. I think this is like a game that's kind of built for Socrates in terms of like the next gen FIFA, because strength matters a lot and his shooting's like automatic 5-star weak foot I think is insane in this game. But let's be honest here, it's not what we are looking for. I was hoping it was Dino, but my icon pack look this year has been insane, so I can't complain too much about stuff. But thank you all for the support every day. Love you all. See you next video very, very soon. Peace.